Hello, it's Stephen Ross, the introverted realtor that's knocked on over 125,000 doors and also author of the book, Doors Open When You Knock, a Realtor's Handbook for Boundless Opportunity and Freedom. Today, we start at zero. The best plan is only good intentions unless it degenerates into work, said Peter Drucker. Every year we start at zero. Sure, some of us have a couple of clients that spill into the new year, but mostly we start at zero. So this is, by the way, beginning of 2024, but you can listen to this at any time. Look back at 2023. You won't really be able to do this exercise, but I think you'll get the point. And think back to exactly this time of year. What clients or who were you working with? Who was in your pipeline? Now, if you looked at the transaction you actually closed last year, how many of those people were on your mind or on a list at the beginning of the year? And the answer is not very many. The only thing that is consistent about real estate is that we consistently do not know who we are going to help this year, which is crazy because, in essence, this is a repeat and referral business based on people we already know. So back to this year, how confident, or however, whenever you're listening to this, how confident over the next 12 months that they will be great? Typically, realtors are highly optimistic this time of year, at the beginning of a new year. It's a new year and anything can happen, which also includes nothing. If you don't change, what are the odds that your experience of life and your business changing? Really, I don't mean change, I mean grow or expand or develop. The nature of real estate is not changing. However, who you have to be, the skills you must have to be successful, including being paid a full fee, continues to increase. So whether you set aside specific time to outline your goals, or you develop a business plan, or you simply wrote a couple of numbers down on a piece of paper, consider that none of that is coming into existence. None of it. Henry Ford said, you can't build a reputation on what you're going to do. The year has started and it's time to go to work. You know, the things you almost certainly do not feel like doing. Real estate is blue sky with very, very few, if any, limits to what you can do and earn. Realtors love to dream about what's possible, and then it's usually something that involves working fewer hours and making gobs of money, big vacations, donating money to charities, setting themselves up for retirement, fancy cars, new houses, all that stuff. Yet very, very few actually fulfill their dreams. And just to be clear, I'm not here to kill your dreams. In fact, quite the opposite. I would love for you to fulfill on whatever you create for your life and business. I am here, though, to gently remind you and myself that there is a process to fulfilling our dreams. No time to get into the technical part of, how you set goals and plans and accountability and that stuff. Instead, we could all use a friendly reminder that our dreams, A, require work, and B, things almost never go as planned. Ben Horowitz, the investor and serial entrepreneur, said, "The hard thing isn't setting a big, hairy, audacious goal. The hard thing is laying people off when you miss the big goal. The hard thing isn't dreaming big. The hard thing is waking up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat when the dream turns into a nightmare." You could read that last sentence or paragraph and think that doesn't quite apply to you because you're a realtor with little to no overhead. But consider that's not true. You do have overhead. It's called your life and your bills. Look, I wish everyone all the best. We need help to be reminded of our goals and the effort required to reach them, especially when it seems like we are off course, behind, or waking up in that cold sweat. Most of the year, we will feel like things aren't working. That's when people give up and settle back into what they have always had because they do what they have always done. I hope that this year be different and exciting because you are different and exciting. If you want to talk about what that looks like for you, you know what to do. Click on the link below, schedule a time to chat.